Welcome to our debate in fulfillment of requirements for professional issues in applied behavior analysis. Today's debate intends to address the role of technology in the field of behavior analysis and special education as a whole. Members on the pro side of our argument will be supporting technology's use in the field of special education, while members on the con side will argue that technology serves as a threat to the field. With the exponential growth of technology, reasonable concerns arise in regard to the future of many fields. Of these areas, special education has been found to benefit in many ways, with the introduction of new tools as well as new approaches. Still, in spite of benefits, fear of dependence on technology, paired with desires to maintain the integrity of the field and the value of behavior analysts, thrives as a cause of much concern. In such a field as special education, under supervision of behavior analysts, concern has to be focused on BACB conduct codes, including but not limited to treatment efficacy, Code 2.09, confidentiality, Code 2.06, conceptual consistency, Code 4.01, and environmental issues that may interfere with implementation, Code 4.07. During the course of our debate, we will address several of these issues, giving equal time for both sides to establish an argument. At this time, I will introduce the members of each team, and then I will briefly review the format of our debate. Members, I ask that I introduce you by name, that you say hello, so that our audience can easily identify who will be speaking. I, Hallie Snow, will be moderating the event today. Ian Gentile will be the pro stater.
Hello.
Leah Sorreo will be our con stater.
Hello.
Jordan Templin will be the pro prover and attacker.
Hello.
While Heather Stutzman will be our con prover and attacker.
Hello.
During the course of this debate, our format will proceed as follows. We will start with our pro stater and con stater taking turns to establish their viewpoints. The following pro prover and con prover will then state facts in support. Pro attacker and con attacker will then take turns attacking the opponent's argument. And then lastly, our pro stater and con stater will wrap up our debate, salvaging arguments and providing any needed clarifications. During the course of this event, I will keep track of time for each speaker. Speakers will be allowed an opportunity to speak for 4 minutes apiece. You will be notified by the presentation of an index card when 1 minute remains, when 30 seconds remain, and when 10 seconds remain. If you finish before the timer goes off, please end your statement by saying thank you, and then I will reset the timer. There will be no penalty for statements that fall under the time limit, but speakers exceeding 4 minutes will be asked to wrap up their statement. During our first section, staters will take turns making point-by-point statements, addressing their group's stance in this debate. We will start with our pro stater, Ian, and then we will allow our con stater, Leah, to speak after 4 minutes. Now I'll let you know when the timer is set. All right, Ian, the timer started, and you can begin speaking when you're ready.
All right, thank you, everyone. It is the position of the pro side of this debate that the use of technology can significantly increase the overall treatment efficacy of special needs clients while leading to improvements in the long-term quality of life of those clients. However, I do want to be clear, at no time during this debate will you hear the pro-technology side advocating for technology to replace the role of qualified special educational professionals in clinical treatment. Rather, we will demonstrate through our main positions that will be supported by empirical research that when used effectively, technology can effectively deliver support and augment quality special education treatments and interventions. Our first position is that technology can significantly improve the collection, tracking, documentation, and verification of data, thus increasing the overall accuracy of recording. This is accomplished from technology ensuring that the data collected is uniform and standard across environments, devices, and individuals. This increases the ease of access to information as well as the ability to share information, thus fostering an environment of open communication. Consequently, the research discussed later in this debate will show technology enables data to be collected and tracked with increased consistency and may lead to increased quality collaboration amongst members of a client's treatment team. Our second position is that technology can be tailored for individual use to assist with a variety of skills, as well as providing services to clients that would not have access to treatment services otherwise. Research discussed later in this debate will demonstrate how technology may sometimes be the only form of treatment that special needs clients have in rural areas, and it is through the use of technology that these clients have a chance to receive services that significantly increase their long-term quality of life. Technology is often these clients' only chance at service delivery because a qualified special education professional simply can't reach the client because of the rural area in which they live. Consequently, we will show that technology can help clients learn across a wide array of functional areas. Our final position is that technology can improve the quality of life of the client within the academic setting. One such example of this position that is reflected in the research has shown that technology may aid in individuals with Asperger's syndrome learn to recognize simple and complex emotions at an increased percentage over traditional interventions. Finally, we will show that technology may be used to increase the acquisition of functional communication and also to support additional components of language to increase communication within individuals with autism spectrum disorders. Thank you.
As the con side, we believe that technology can threaten the future of special education and applied behavior analysis. I will outline our three main points and describe the key points of our argument. First off, technology can be distracting to the student, teacher, and parent. If students are not accustomed to technology devices, it can become a distraction in many ways. For example, technology devices can make the students feel uncomfortable and can cause visual distractions in the classroom and home setting. In addition, technology devices can make unnecessary sounds and can cause the student to feel socially isolated if used excessively or incorrectly in the community or the home setting. Second, we believe firmly that technology will never replace human contact and observation. Although technology can assist, a therapist should not be reliant on technology since it can fail. Data can be breached and shared illegally. In addition, individuals must be trained to know how to incorporate technology in the proper way. Technology can be misused and overused. It may cause the child to not make progress. It can actually become harmful to their education and well-being. At this time, we believe that not enough research supports various pieces of technology that are used in applied behavior analysis and in special education in the classroom and home setting and the home setting. Thirdly, we believe that technology is expensive and may not be fully funded or trusted by insurance companies. Technology is not appropriate in all settings and does not meet every goal. It is expensive to provide both the technology and human support needed to use the technology properly. In conclusion, we believe that technology can actually be harmful to an individual if not used in the proper way. Thank you.
Thank you, Leah. Thank you, Ian. At this point in our debate, provers will take turns citing research to back up the statements made previously by our staters. Once again, our timer will be set for 4 minutes for each speaker, and we will start with our pro-prover Jordan, ending with our con-prover Heather making her statements. Jordan, you can start whenever you are ready.
There are 3 key points I will be discussing to help you understand the usage of technology and how it is effective and beneficial in the ABA field today. We are not suggesting that technology is going to make ABA become extinct. We are just suggesting that technology can help enhance the practice of ABA. The first point I will be discussing is about the method of collecting data. Traditionally, data is recorded on paper and dispersed amongst individuals involved in the treatment team. Literature suggests that software for mobile devices has allowed for more accurate recording and easier dissemination between treatment staff. There has been an Android-based mobile application that has been tested and shown to provide advantages such as quick access to data from previous sessions, allowing for accurate comparisons for progress. This type of device is portable and highly effective. It allows the staff to take data by the touch of their fingers and doing so by a fast and effective pace. This method is quicker and easier than using the traditional method of data collection. The second point I will be making is how novel skills can be taught through virtual technology. This concept is known as gamification. Gamification allows clients to practice skills in a controlled environment. There are 2 types of programs I will be discussing that fall in the category of gamification. The first program is called MimioSprout. This program has demonstrated a high ability to increase reading skills in children. Trials were done and it was shown that the first graders that used MimioSprout scored higher than the children who were taught the traditional way. The second virtual technology program was created by a company called Cool Choices. This company created a program that used an online application to successfully teach and obtain skills regarding energy conservation and driving efficiency. This program focuses on changing people's behaviors and it has shown to be highly effective. The third and final key point I will be discussing is how technology has been shown to improve and enhance the quality of life in individuals with autism. This type of improvement has been shown to happen in several available technologies. One technology that has been shown to improve the life of others is augmentative and alternative communication, also known as AAC. This is an assistive device for communication. The AAC increases independence in those who cannot readily produce language. This type of independence allows individuals to participate in activities across all settings. With the proper use, this type of device can be life-changing for any individual who have communication deficits. Another technology that has been shown to improve one's quality of life are personal digital assistants, or PDAs. These type of devices have demonstrated to decrease the number of hours required for vocational training among adults with autism without affecting work efficacy. It is well known that many adults with autism struggle finding or keeping a job. These type of devices are created to make it easier for people with autism and other intellectual disabilities to be able to maintain a job. These devices can include and teach the adults many skills needed to have a job, such as time management and task management. The time management portion that is included in PDAs can send reminder prompts that can be set to occur automatically. This can help adults that may have memory impairment and remember when or what to do. There are also timer applications available. These can be helpful to the individuals who cannot tell time. The task management portion in PDAs help individuals make to-do lists and stay on task. A study was done over adults with autism that utilized the task management option included in PDAs. With all of the above being stated, technology can really help and enhance the quality of life in individuals with autism. Thank you.
Thank you, Jordan. Heather, you may now take your turn setting support in favor of your argument. You can start whenever you're ready.
The first point I would like to address is that technology has a negative impact on the classroom. Students can easily become distracted and engage in off-task behaviors by using technology inappropriately. Research found that when an individual is occupied with 2 cognitive tasks that are being attended to simultaneously, there were diminished performances in at least one of the tasks, especially memory performance. Computers and other technology devices can be visible to other students, which can greatly affect their attentiveness. Decreased attentiveness can result in lower test scores compared to students that are fully engaged without distractions. Research indicates that students that engage in multitasking behavior, such as using a computer or other device during classroom instruction, scored 11% worse than their peers not using a device on a comprehension test. The overuse of technology promotes an environment of social isolation for students as face-to-face interactions are being replaced by constant use of technology devices like a phone or iPad. Our second point is technology cannot replace human interaction or instruction. Technology can support teacher instruction when preparing lessons, but it is only an instructional tool. Technology is surpassed when it comes to delivering instruction to the students. The Spatial Temporal Math Technology program, known as the ST Math, charges between $25 and $29 per student per year to gain access to this program. A lot of families in areas have difficulties struggling with paying for books and that type of thing, and the additional cost of this technology would be detrimental to them, and they would have additional fees that they would not be able to afford. The third and final point is technology is expensive. There are some school corporations that are in low socioeconomic areas who do not have resources to fund school-wide technology programs. Alternative sources for funding technologies, such as grants or requesting of donations from other private institutions, are oftentimes discouraged. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Heather. The next portion of our debate, staters will take turns salvaging any undamaged arguments. Oh, sorry. The next portion of our debate. Sorry. Attackers will now take turns identifying weaknesses in the opponent's argument. This may be done using any rational method, including questioning data, proving contradictory evidence, and disproving statements. Jordan, you will be our pro attacker, and you can start whenever you are ready.
Thank you. Our opponents have argued that technology can be distracting to the student, especially if the student's classroom is not accustomed to technology devices. Technology will never replace human contact and observation, although technology can assist. A therapist should not be reliant since technology can fail, and individualized technology is expensive and can threaten the jobs of future therapists. I am going to discuss and prove why these statements are not fully accurate. The first statement from our opponents was technology can be distracting to a student, especially if the student's classroom is not accustomed to technology devices. Technology has actually been shown to promote positive engagement, especially among children with autism spectrum disorder. These children have shown a high interest in technology. The use of technology in the classroom can be utilized appropriately and concealed when not in use. Concealing the technology can help keep the children focused and will take away any concerns one may have about distractions in the classroom. Technology, such as robots, has shown an increase in imitation ability and shared focused attention in children with autism. This type of increase proves that with responsible utilization, technology can enhance and be a great advantage to the special education classroom. The second argument the opposing side made was technology will never replace human contact and observation. Although technology can assist, a therapist should not be reliant since technology can fail. My argument is if technology cannot be used as a replacement for therapists, what happens to those who live in rural areas and are unable to get services? It has been known that there are not many opportunities for individuals with autism to receive ABA services in rural areas. There has been an internet-based, parent-implemented communication strategy known as iPICS created to help with this problem. This type of program has been designed to teach parents how to implement evidence-based programs. This program helps enhance social and communication skills in individuals with autism. I am not saying that technology should replace a therapist if in an area where services are readily available, but if there are no options for a child to receive services, this program can teach the parents many helpful and appropriate skills to teach their children. With that being stated, many children with autism in rural areas are unable to receive services. The iPICS is a technology that will be able to train and educate parents on how to implement appropriate social and communication skills to their children. The last argument made by the opposing side is individualized technology is expensive and can threaten the jobs of future therapists. There are many great technologies available, but many do require assistance from a therapist. There are programs such as the Do It Scholars that focus on teaching the use of technology to children with intellectual disabilities, while using technology to assist in transitioning from school to the workforce. Such programs require several hired mentors to assist children in learning skills through technology. Online mentors are also hired to further assist in use and understanding of technology, meaning that jobs are available as long as interventions need oversight. Thank you.
Thank you, Jordan. Now, Heather, you will take your turn attacking the opponent arguments. You can start whenever you're ready.
Thank you. The first point I would like to address is a variety of tracking devices for data can increase accuracy of recording. We say technology can break, internet services can disrupt during any kind of session. In addition, breaches in security can become a major problem and clients' confidential information can be hacked and can be shared. Breaches of confidentiality can occur as email is sent in transit. Email can be intercepted in transit, and the potential for breaching confidentiality needs to be understood and evaluated by clients. The Professional and Ethics Compliance Code for Behavior Analysts 2.06 require reasonable precautions to be taken to protect confidentiality. Point 2, we would like to address technology can be tailored for individual use to assist with a variety of skills and provide services to clients that would not have access to treatment otherwise. We say it is highly expensive to create alternative augmentative communication devices range from $3,000 to $4,000, usually without the assistance of insurance. Creating an individual AAC device can cost anywhere between $500 to $600, and that's not including the purchase of a touchscreen tablet. iPads cost around $500, and this does not include the application prices for these educational programs that they use. The third and final point that we would like to address, technology can improve the quality of life of the student in the academic setting. We say some students have shown that assistive technology can be just as effective as interventions performed by humans. A study found that children with autism between the ages of 8 to 14 were able to learn independent question-asking behavior from both humans and robots with no significant difference. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather. At this point in our argument, staters will take turns salvaging any undamaged arguments as a conclusion to our debate. Ian, you can go whenever you are ready. I'll set the timer.
Thank you. In my response, I just wanted to restate that the pro side of this debate is not advocating for technology to replace the role of special education professionals in treatment. Rather, we are arguing that technology should be used to support and enhance the work of special education professionals in the delivery of services. I would also like to address the con side's position in regards to technology being too risky to incorporate in regards to data collection because of the potential for security breaches to occur. I would argue that yes, at any time it is possible for electronic data to be compromised. However, I would postulate that it would be just as easy to compromise and taint records that are held in the physical world. This could be as simple as forgetting to lock an office one night and the wrong person wanders in and now has access to sensitive client information. I would also submit that the rewards offered through the use of technology, such as the uniformity in data collection and ease of access to that information, as well as the fostering of open communication between team members, outweighs the potential risk of data breaches occurring through the use of technology. To the cons position in regards to technology being too expensive to successfully implement on a large scale for clinical treatment, I would argue that while some technology is expensive to obtain and use, such as assistive communication devices, there are just as many ways to reduce the costs of those devices to the client. Such programs are federal, state, and local grant programs, medical insurance, Medicaid waivers, supplemental needs trusts, tax credits, family support funds, IRAs, life insurance, and many other resources that can all be used to offset the costs associated with obtaining assistive technology for a client's treatment. Finally, to the position that professionals can teach clients to learn just as well as technology can, I would agree that in some forms this is true, but in many other forms, assistive technology sets an equalizing force within the classroom. Given special needs students who previously did not have the ability to communicate with their peers, a method in which they can easily and functionally communicate their needs and interact with their peers. Considering these positions, I hope we were able to demonstrate just how the use of technology can be used to enhance the field of special education and that of applied behavior analysis. Thank you.
Thank you, Ian. Now, Leah, I'll reset the timer, and you can start whenever you're ready.
Sure. We believe that technology can be distracting, can be overused, misused, and people can also become overly reliant on the use of technology in the field of special education and applied behavior analysis. I also believe, as well as my peers do, that technology, the overuse of it, can cause people to become socially isolated. The over-reliance of technology can cause huge problems for the social development of many individuals with disabilities. In addition, I think that we should pay much attention to the security breaches that can happen. In Ethical Code 2.07, it says that applied behavior analysis are responsible for maintaining records, creating, storing records under their control. I would argue that the internet is not under the control of an applied behavior analysis. If I have a key and I have paper, I have control whether I lose my key or where I place my key. However, I know that I am not the one creating the security system for my documents stored on the computer. While we mentioned email, I think that it becomes a bigger problem when we start to track individual data with people's last names and first names on different devices. I think that this can be a huge problem since it's our main priority to do no harm to the individual. And if data is misused or shared illegally, this can potentially ruin the client's future well-being as well as job opportunities, and that's not our position to do that. In conclusion, technology should be used appropriately, but we believe that humans can do most of the things that technology can do, and until more research is done, we believe that it can threaten the field of applied behavior analysis and special education. Thank you.
Thank you, Leah. In order to close our debate, I would like to ask a question of all of you that pertains to our topic. This will provide an opportunity for both parties to speak freely while providing more support for your stance. Regarding treatment efficacy in compliance with BACB Code 2.09, given that BCBAs are obligated to provide scientifically proven and effective treatments, your arguments have shown support for effective treatments along both sides of our debate. With this stance, how would you argue further in support of your side?
For the pro-technology side, I would simply point back to the research that we presented throughout the course of this debate, where we have shown that technology, when used effectively in the classroom and the home environment, can foster uniformity of data, increase ease of access, as well as build and foster open communication amongst team members. And I believe with the proper security protocols in place and through effective training, technology can be a very rewarding asset to both the client as well as the professional incorporating that technology within the classroom.
I would argue as the con side and reference Ethical Code 1.02 between the boundaries of competence, that a lot of individuals who are teachers or applied behavior analysis are not competent in the technology that they're using. I don't think that there's enough training or supports available. I think that we are progressing in that direction, but at this time I think there's still large gaps of data where we don't have enough research to prove the most effective way to train a large body of people, and also how technology can be used within the individual. For example, I would argue that if we left a technology device for a child with autism in a room, that they may start stimming and be not using that technology device for its purpose. So I still feel that we need to be very careful on misusing or becoming over-reliant on technology, because I think that people can forget that human aspect of teaching and that need for refocusing and redirecting.
Yeah, Ian, thank you so much for your statements. This is the conclusion of our debate, and we thank you all for listening.